Hey everyone, Matthew here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic Monday. It's December 29, 2025, and you're watching the Daily Nasdaq Futures Recap. Today, we're breaking down the intraday price action, analyzing a volatile macro landscape, and performing a deep dive into every trade executed by our algorithmic system. Let's jump right into the data. Market news and economic landscape. The final Monday of the year brought a mix of housing and manufacturing data to the table. Here is how the economic calendar shaped up. At 10:30 a.m., pending home sales surged to 3.3%, beating the 2.4% previous, while the pending home sales index hit 79.2. Conversely, the Dallas Fed Manufacturing Business Index softened slightly to minus 10.9. At 11:30 a.m., the Treasury held 3- and 6-month bill auctions, adding some minor liquidity shifts to the midday session. With no major tech earnings on the horizon after the bell, the market was left to digest internal sector rotations and significant volatility in the crypto and metal space. The overnight session. Crypto commodity divergence. The market reopened at 6 p.m. Sunday, with Nasdaq futures trading essentially flat. However, the real story was in the alternative assets. Bitcoin started the weekend on a back foot, sliding from 89,500 to 87,500. Asian open. As Asian markets came online, Bitcoin began a spirited recovery. Simultaneously, we saw a flash crash environment in gold and silver, which both came under heavy selling pressure. Morning session and the U.S. Open. As we moved toward the New York morning, we saw a massive divergence. Bitcoin reclaimed its weekend losses while the Nasdaq index began to dip. The first trade. Sensing the weakness in equities, our algorithmic system entered a short position early on. The 8:30 a.m. volatility. The market continued its descent, but Bitcoin stole the show with a violent reversal, crashing from 89,800 to below 87,600. This 200-point swing within hours set a chaotic tone for the open. By 9 a.m., our short position was closed for a profit of $240. The 9:30 a.m. cash open. Despite the early gloom, the U.S. Open brought immediate buying momentum. Led by strength in Micron technology, the index began to edge higher. The long flip. Our robot pivoted, entering a long position that was quickly closed for a profit, bringing our total realized gain to $369. By 10:30 a.m., despite the positive housing data, the index began to fade again. Tesla faced significant selling pressure, acting as a heavy anchor on the Nasdaq. Before noon, the robot executed 2 swing trades, one winner and one loser, adjusting our realized profit to $346. Afternoon session and market close. The afternoon session proved to be a period of consolidation. The index remained relatively quiet, hovering around the 25,700 zone. While the equity indices stabilized, Bitcoin remained under pressure, ending the day bleeding lower. By the closing bell, our final realized profit for the day settled at $353. Summary and key takeaways. To wrap things up, today was characterized by broad market weakness. It was a rare red day across the board for the index, gold, silver, and Bitcoin, alongside heavy hitters like Tesla and Palantir. Performance highlights. Nasdaq index down, consolidating at 25,100. Bitcoin high volatility, 89.8K to 87.5K. Robot profit, $353. Trading one contract E-micro, Nasdaq futures. Our system managed to navigate this down day effectively. securing a net profit while trading just a single micro contract. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to share these insights and maintain full transparency with our algorithmic performance. I'm Matthew. Have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next recap.